How's it going, everybody? Monday Morning Quarterback, episode 195. Tonight we are going to cover a couple different ways and methods and do's and don'ts on setting the toe on your race car. I know this is a really important step in setting up your race car, one that seems pretty straightforward and simple, which it is if you do the proper thing. So we filmed a video in the shop showing you that. But before we jump into that, I have a question that came in from a segment we did a couple weeks ago. And it was, do I have any tips for a D1 junior sprint, wingless? So we ran a D1 junior sprint with Hudson there for, I don't know, not a long time, 15 races maybe. Won a handful. Never raced it non-wing. But what I would, if we were going to go non-wing racing, a couple things I would do is I would start with a little bit more cross weight in the car for sure, and I would probably consider running my right rear wheel out a little bit farther to help the thing turn in, and then maybe as the night progressed I would shed more stagger than I would with a wing. With the wing we didn't really take stagger out. So those are a couple things I would do if I was taking any junior sprint non-wing. Increase cross weight, right rear wheel spacing, and then be very mindful of how much stagger is in the car. So thank you for that. Keep the questions coming. That's what drives these every week. I know I sound like a broken record, but without further ado, we will jump into tonight's video, which is again how I prefer to set toe. There's a couple different ways to do it, and we will come back after that video and close this one out. All right, so we're back in the shop for another quick segment here. We'd had a couple questions on how I prefer to check the toe on your car and where I set it at. You know, at the track, I feel like the best way to set it is with toe plates, things down on the ground. It is a two-person job, which kind of stinks, but usually you have a second person, and you can check it quick and easy with toe plates. You don't have to take any body panels off or anything like that. If I'm in the shop and it's up on stands and the body's off, I'll just check it by measuring front of the hub, back of the hub. But this is the way that I like to do it if it's down on the ground or you got body panels on, because it's the quickest, easiest way. So nice set of toe plates. Several manufacturers sell them, and we'll just show you how to measure it real quick. So I have my helper Chase here. We're going to feed tape measure across. This particular toe plate kit comes with 2 tape measures, same brand. If it doesn't come with 2 tape measures, and you don't have identical brands, I would use the same tape front to back, just because if one tape is 1/8 of an inch different, it's going to throw your toe off. So if you do have 2 identical tape measures, makes it easier. You can just look at your measurement front to back. The person on each side just needs to keep this pushed up against the tire. I typically just use my knee to keep it pushed up against the tire, and then you'll read the front measurement, which on this one is 55.5, and back here we're 55 3/8. So we're 1/8 of an inch toed out. I typically run between 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch a toe out on dirt cars, and that seems to work really well. So yep, the toe is set on this. If it was off, you would adjust this tie rod, lengthen or shorten it to push the back of the tire either in or out to get your desired toe setting. All right, hope you enjoyed that little shop segment there. A couple things to touch on is with our core markets, as I like to call them, quarter midgets, midgets, sprint cars, our cars are dealing with solid front axle. So bump steer really isn't a thing like it is if you were running a dirt modified or dirt late model. So that's not something we'll probably cover. Most of our customers wouldn't need to know that. You know, with a solid axle, it's a little bit different. And then what are the effects of toed in, toed out? You know, most people are going to toe out on our applications just a little bit, and that will make the car not as darty down the straightaway. If it's towed in, the steering's going to be a lot more positive and the car is going to wander more. So those are a couple things to keep in mind. If you like what we're doing here, ring the bell for notifications. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are trying to get that baby up to 5,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. We're going to keep these coming. We will see you back next Monday at 9 p.m. Hope you all have a good week.